Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is Jordan. Got some news, guys, on the Harry Kane scenario. It's all going off today with Fabrizio Romano coming out, and a lot of other guys are coming out saying City have made a bid, so we're going to talk about that now. Just before we do, guys, let's set a like target. We've got to go for 1,000 on this one, guys, so make sure you smash a thumbs up on the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We're trying to get to 35,000 subscribers before the start of the new Premier League season, so any help towards that, we massively appreciate it. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. I want to tell you as well, guys, about our sponsor today. It is the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball got an absolutely mega app that you can download on your phone. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. When you download it, select City as your favourite team, and you'll get all the City news. You'll get all the Kane transfer news. You'll get transfer reports, loads of stuff. And during the season, you get all the match day content straight to your phone, completely free of charge. If you download the app, you help support the channel. You'll be doing us a massive favour. So go check it out. The link's in the description. Right, okay, so where do we start? Because there's absolutely loads of news coming on. So, first of all, this is from Fabrizio. So, apparently City have made Tottenham Hotspur an offer of £100 million plus potential option to have some City players included in that deal. Raheem Sterling, Laporte, Gabby Jesus are amongst the rumoured type of players. Daniel Levy wants to keep Harry Kane, is still trying to convince him to stay. However, Harry Kane really wants to play Champions League football next year. Wants to leave Tottenham. He's not really going to make it like a full decision or go full ham and like maybe put a transfer request in until after the Euros, which is kind of understandable. Yeah. And Pep Guardiola really wants to work with Harry Kane apparently. So Bray, this is a madness. This is a big development.
Yeah, massive. Considering it's been a bit quiet, I've seen a few people saying that as if like we're quite a while into the transfer window now. Not really. Everything's just rumours. It's good to see these concrete kind of things come out from Fabrizio and stuff like that, from reliable sources to say that we are actually going for it. And it's really exciting. It is exciting the fact that we have actually made a bid. Well, if we have, I mean, there's some reports saying that we haven't, but the rumours are that we have made a bid. And I'm buzzing because it shows intention to go and replace Sergio Aguero with a big dog striker. And you know what I mean? It looks like City aren't just going, no, we'll give you 150 mil. It looks like we're going for around 100 mil is the price that we're kind of going for, which is, I think, if you can get Harry Kane for the £100 million mark, that's an incredible deal.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great deal as well. Now, you might be thinking, oh, but this is just one guy saying this. It's not true. Well, Matt Law has also come out. This is another journal. And he's basically saying the same thing. He reckons that City have put together an offer of £100 million. Spurs sources are adamant that they've not received a bid for Harry Kane. However, you know what I mean? This could just be tactics. But he's saying it's clear that City have begun now the process of beginning negotiations. Obviously, it's not going to be, here's our bid, accept it. Like, negotiations are going to have to take place. However, this is yet another journalist saying the process of Manchester City to acquiring Harry Kane has begun. It started. And bro, he goes in again, doesn't he? He says Raheem Sterling is not going to go to Tottenham. That's not going to be part of the deal. He don't want to go there, and Spurs probably not going to be able to afford his wages. However, interestingly, you were just talking to me about this. He reckons that the bid of 100 million is 85 million pounds, like as a standard fee, plus 15 million pounds worth in add-ons. So that's his understanding of how the 100 million pound deal has been proposed.
I think based on that 85 million and 15 million pound add-ons, I think we could be looking at when this deal does go through, if we can get it all accepted, I think we'll probably be looking at a £100 million upfront cost, and then the £15 million add-ons would bring it to like 115 mil, or maybe it'd go up to maybe £20 million in add-ons to make the whole round figure of it 120 mil. But I think that's the way that'll work. I don't see him accepting his first offer. I think he'll want the 100 mil straight up, because he's going to want to go buy a new striker. Or he should do. He should want to go buy a new striker. And in the Sterling thing, I think a lot of people forget that when you're offering players for a swap, it's not City going to, like, say Sterling, oh, you're a Tottenham player now because we're going to sign Harry Kane. Sterling has to agree. Sterling has to go, yeah, okay, I have to go as well, because it has to be agreed on all parties. It can't just be one-sided that City get rid of him like that. Yeah. When it comes to swap deals and stuff. So I can understand why Sterling doesn't want to move, and I think he'll want to stay and fight for his place, despite him coming out. I think he came out today, didn't he, and said that he weren't happy. But obviously, not going to. I think it's more of a general thing that he's not happy with the way he's played and stuff like that this season. That's why he's not happy with his
I think as well with regards to this £85 million. I don't think, obviously that's the opening bid. If that's true, that's an opening bid. Obviously that is going to increase. Harry Kane said in the interview that he did with Gary Neville on his podcast that he thinks that £100 million bid would be a good offer. So we've basically offered him less than that because we've offered him 85 and the 15 is in add-ons, which may never be received. So the fact that we've offered less than what the player has actually said himself does lead you to believe that isn't an opening position from City. And it's a decent opening position. However, we would expect it to go up. There are a few journalists coming out saying that, they're hearing different things. So Stu Brennan has come out and said he doesn't expect, or Man City do not expect to make any serious moves in terms of incoming transfer targets until Euro 2020 has been concluded. Now, obviously, we're not going to sign him until the Euros is over. So that is true. Harry Kane's not just going to jump on a plane to Manchester and sign a Manchester City contract. However, we could still start the negotiations. These negotiations are going to take weeks and weeks and weeks. So I don't believe that City are just going to not say anything to Daniel Levy. And as soon as the finals played for the Euro 2021 or whatever it is, they'll pick up the phone and say, "Oh, should we start talking about Harry Kane?" No, I think that City are talking to Tottenham about Harry Kane. I do believe the rumours that City have probably put in a bid. However, will he become a Manchester City player until after the Euros? Well, it probably will happen after the Euros. It's not going to be done during that time, is it, Bray?
I think City as a club will know that this negotiation for a player of this standard and the price that's being floating around, it's going to take a long time. It's a long negotiation. It's not as easy as going and getting someone for 30
so you're
million.
not going to start it after the Euros. You would start it now. Yeah,
because you're hampering your time on getting the deal over the line. So City want to start the groundwork now whilst Harry Kane's at the Euros, get the formalities out of the way of negotiating a fee with Tottenham. You know what I mean? Daniel Levy is at the Euros. He's not playing for England. So there's no reason to not start talking to him, innit?
Yeah, no, I agree. So I don't buy the notion that City haven't started talking to Tottenham yet. I don't think that's true. And finally, to wrap up, if you guys, some of you might be sat in there going, "Nah, this ain't right, we can't be signing this guy." Well, James Ollie and Rob Dawson at ESPN, they're saying that there is an acceptance at City, and this is fair point, that it will be extremely hard to sign Harry Kane given his importance to the Spurs squad and his obviously the contract that he signed and ended up screwing himself over. Pep Guardiola does want a striker. However, they're under the impression that City are prepared to wait. We're not going to go full-on silly cash mode on this guy, and we would be prepared to wait one more year if it means getting a similar type of player at a better price, which, you said it before we started recording, could indicate that City have got basically a budget in mind for Kane, and they're willing to go to that budget. However, if we can't get Harry Kane for that price, our City are just going to say, you know what, we won a lot. We won a double this year with the false nine. Let's go false nine again, and let's go and get Erling Haaland next season. You're probably paying half the price at, what is it, 64 mil?
Yeah.
So there is that in there as well. So it's mad news. Obviously, there are a load of journals reporting on this now, guys. So
there's actually more news right now, bro.
It's live updates.
Live updates, bro.
Hit me with the live updates, bro.
So it's James Ollie again and Rob Dawson, and he's saying that he's basically relaying what the other ones have said, and he's now saying that City preparing to make an open offer of 100 million for Kane. And he said that, which could include a player plus cash proposal. Apparently, Levy is certain to reject any bid at that level, given Kane is valued around 150 million, has 3 years left in his contract. But then this is why a negotiation start. He says 150, we say 100. And then at some point, we'll end up meeting in the middle if the deal goes ahead. And I reckon we'll look at, I generally think around 100 million, and the 15 to 20 million add-ons would probably get him. Yeah.
A bid has definitely been made. City are talking to Tottenham. If you don't believe that, then you need to open your eyes. When four journalists from different organisations are all starting to report similar things, you've got to take notice of what they're saying and believe that it's true. You know what I mean? And I do believe that City are talking to Tottenham right now. Harry Kane's made it clear that he wants to leave. And even if you don't believe that, go and watch the interview that he did with Gary Neville. The guy basically said he wants to leave.
Yeah.
Who says if a club pays this amount of money, then I probably should leave? You know what I mean? He's basically said, this is the price to get me out of this club.
Help me.
I'm a footballer, get me out of here type of thing. So, we'll have to see what happens. This looks like now it could start moving at a fast pace. You know what I mean? It's sort of all been a bit like, a few rumours here or there. But, in the last few hours, and as you've just seen in the video, we're getting live updates. So it's going to be a fast one. We'll probably get some emergency live streams coming on in the next week or so. But guys, Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Smash a thumbs up on the video if you have enjoyed it. Go check out the One Football app. Massive thanks to them for sponsoring the video. If you do download it, you help support the channel and it doesn't cost you a penny. Make sure you subscribe, check the button in the bottom corner, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.